The YouTube space is filled with so many different genres of content, types of content, commentary YouTube, beauty YouTube, naked yoga, all right? Just a few of my favorites out there.
Yes, I am into butthole sunning, aka butt-chugging sunlight, aka perineum sunning, aka anal chakra sunning, aka enlightening my brown eye with the sun.
There's so many genres on this platform, and if you tried to watch all of them, you'd probably explode, because there's so many. All right? Look at this guy who tried to watch all of them. Oh no, that's actually Paul McCartney exploding, just in general. That sucks. Hopefully he's all right. So live and let die. One of the largest genres or kinds of videos that we've seen on YouTube for quite a long time are the IRL type videos. Man on the street. Name a woman! Sometimes you just ask people shit to try to get a reaction. People like Vitaly.
Take a picture of your arm.
You want to take a picture of my arm? Why you want to take a picture of my arm?
Because it's the skinniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Jimmy Kimmel.
What's the worst thing you've done that you've never told your dad?
Those are a couple different guys who do man on the street type content. Okay, it's pretty interesting stuff. But there is another man who you may not know of, and I have kept a very close eye on for years. A man by the name of Connor Murphy. This man's not quite as popular as some other more popular IRL YouTubers, which might not surprise you based on the words I'm saying. If you can interpret them, I basically stated what I was about to say before I stated it.
Dude, check this out. All right, this guy goes up to random girls, plays a quick game with them, and then kisses them, man. Legend.
Connor Murphy has definitely made a unique and lasting impression online. He became very well known originally for making videos of him on 6th Street in Austin, having girls kiss him and touch his abs. He's a handsome Chad, all right? He's a handsome Chad, muscular guy. Look at all his content, and he's just flexing and stuff, and he's got all these ladies and everything. Guy is winning life. Getting a bunch of views, doing super well on YouTube. He's hot, he's super hot.
So I was wondering if you want to play a really quick game. How about we play a really quick game for a really quick kiss?
However, near the beginning of 2020, the beginning of the COVID lockdowns, Connor made a bit of a wild change. Kind of went off the deep end, as some people call it, and he did a 40-day fast like Jesus. Okay, and also did some crazy psychedelics, and he was posting some videos of him online with his bros, having an unhinged time with his unhinged girlfriend and his personality. Things seemed very strange. We went from here
3 chances to guess the color of my shirt under my jacket
to here at a very short period of time.
The only false perspective is the perspective that your perspective is the only true perspective.
I'm not sure what the f***'s happened here. Now, it's gone wild now. He was stabbed recently as well.
So as most of you know, I'm just so crazy that I stabbed myself and destroyed the house that I was paying for.
And it's just like a big joke, but people are worried that he's gonna get murdered. People are worried that he's actually gonna get murdered now. So that's not good. This is a really wild situation.
Connor Murphy allegedly attacks his girlfriend with a golf club.
And it seems like Connor Murphy is completely in control of it.
Supplement cabinet revealed.
He's self-aware. He's aware of what's going on. That's what makes it really interesting. I'm not just making a video about someone who like can't help themselves.
Currently, I'm about to come off all banned substances because I will be competing in golf soon.
He owns, I think, a thesaurus or 2, maybe. He's a pretty intelligent fellow, albeit weird, but intelligent. So you probably just screamed at your screen. Who is Connor Murphy, Caleb? Who is that? Who is that? Well, I will answer your question directly.
So as you guys know, I have a proclivity for psychosis.
Connor Murphy is an American YouTuber who is 29 years old, known for his public IRL prank videos where he goes around and asks women to kiss him or touch his abs. You're welcome, little guy. Connor Murphy's most popular video is titled Connor Murphy Fake Shirt Trick.
3 chances to guess the color of my shirt under my jacket,
in which he wears a zip-up jacket and asks women on the street if they can guess the color of his shirt underneath, and when they guess, he tells them they are wrong and takes off his shirt to reveal his jacked, chiseled, beautiful body. Wow, that is a funny idea for a video. I should do that outside. Out here on where I'm at. See what happens. I'd probably go to jail. This video currently sits at 63 million views. He also has some other videos with 20 million views. The dude has done very well on YouTube. From what we've talked about so far, you've probably been able to surmise as well that the beginning of Connor's content is simple.
All right, so like what would look good on me?
Wait, why where's your shirt?
And then we showed you a little bit of what's going on at the end, which isn't as good. It's kind of scary. We're worried about his health. He's been stabbed by, I'm not sure who, but he went to jail as where he was arrested as well. There's another It's kind of weird watching this whole thing unravel, but the man's content started off normal. That's what makes this so compelling. Well, normal. I don't really know about normal, all right? Connor started posting way back in 2016 with his first upload talking about his natural transformation from being a slim guy to a shredded big chungus guy. From there, he continued to upload fitness videos talking about his workouts.
There's never a good excuse not to be training, all right?
His diets, and how he achieved his awesome physiques.
All right, guys, so we're starting off the day with some oatmeal.
However, along with his workout videos, he would occasionally post videos of him flexing to girls on Omegle. All right, that's awesome. This Omegle stuff's a precursor to his more popular content that would come later on.
I'm just gonna show you guys what a normal day in the grocery store looks like for me.
Now, it wasn't just 0 to 60, like randomly one day. Connor was slightly exposing some wild behavior long before he fully went off the deep end. Some of his early videos show how he does not care what people think and he'll do anything in public, which is really interesting and psychopathic. Not literally, but just like, how can you do that? That's insane. I would never be able to do any of this.
What's up, guys? Today, I'm gonna show you how to impress a girl in just 1 second.
I can barely even form a sentence to talk to somebody. The guy has unmatched confidence, which is a huge red flag for mental sanity, I think. That's just crazy. I can't imagine being this confident and this weird.
What's up, guys? Today, we're at the University of Texas, and we're making Girls Mondays.
Some of Connor's earliest confidence videos include Connor going to a Walmart and climbing a support beam and just hanging from the rafters like a ape, like a chimpanzee. That's pretty funny, honestly. Also, Connor climbing to the top of a Chipotle and then taking his shirt off, which is just the most pointless video ever. That is the whole premise of the video. He climbs onto a Chipotle and takes his shirt off. Why? I don't know. I don't have answers to questions like this. I don't have answers to any questions. Why are we all here? Dude, I don't have any idea, all right? Why are you watching this? I'm not sure. Some kind of neurochemical reaction made you decide to press a button on your little light device like Joseph Smith in 1843, all right? The first iPad baby. I think he was assassinated like right after that or something. I'm not sure. Anyways, back to Connor Murphy. Wouldn't be long before Connor would begin going in public and asking girls to do various things like kiss him or take pics of him, and also, let's not forget, touching his abs.
You literally have pecs. You have pecs. That doesn't count. That. Oh my God. That's great.
I kind of understand that, right? It's like you got this thing, you're like, people are so weirded out by it. It reminds me of that one clip from that one video I'm not allowed to talk about anymore, where I pulled up my shirt and I said I had abs, and then the other guy that was in the video was like, and he didn't see the abs. Remember that? I can't talk about that. I shouldn't have mentioned that video. Whatever video you're thinking of, it's not the right video. It's a different video. Doing these things, like getting people to touch his abs and kissing women in public, that's what caused his views to skyrocket and his stock to go north, or whatever the they call it. Have gains. Go on a run. A bull run. Back in the day, Connor would grab the attention of H3H3, and they did an entire video on him.
I wanna fuck you, wanna put my shirt right up, wanna climb up these monkey bars.
And then he trolled Ethan in a video.
What about Ethan from H3H3?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Absolutely not. Okay, but he's not cute. He's not.
That's so mean.
Pretty baller, pretty big sexual, pretty pimpin', all right, guys? The golden era of YouTube, where everyone was friends and everything seemed like it was good and you could talk shit about people, and they didn't care. As Connor continued to grow in 2016, 17, 18, he attracted an audience of edgy teenagers, which at the time wasn't uncommon. That was the time of iDubbbz.
I'm gay.
Leafy is here.
Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video.
Rice Gum.
I'm really mad.
H3H3.
So there's definitely something like in us to like conquer.
All these guys, they had the edge. That was like the edge, right? You wanted to troll social justice warriors, and then you wanted to trigger like libtards. Remember that? So much slurs and so much. Oh, it was the good old days, guys. I miss the good old days. I missed the good old days. I don't mean I missed them. I missed them. I was manic, basically from 2015 to 2019. I pretty much couldn't form thoughts and was constantly dissociated with a lot of different disorders. Anyways, I'll be all right. This Topo Chico is like a truth serum. That's weird. Connor's content fit perfectly into the sphere of the time. It was awesome, right? It was openly sexualizing women, pretty awesome stuff, pressuring them into interacting with him, you know, kissing them, etc. There are instances throughout the videos where women he interacts with are clearly uncomfortable, but his audiences were eating that type of content up and loving every single video that he would put out. 20 million views. Make the women uncomfortable. I like, smash like, okay? That's what we love. Just kidding. I don't like any of this shit. It makes me physically ill seeing prank videos. I feel so nervous for people. I feel so sick. Sometimes there's really good ones. Rosh Creations, I feel like, is amazing.
I trust you.
But a lot of the 2016 pranks make me feel sick in my stomach. Just anxious and stuff. And it isn't that hard to make me feel anxious about it. However, YouTube is like a candle. And Connor Murphy's candle started in 2016, and his fame obviously would not last forever. This big heyday, this renaissance of shit content. He continued to upload it for a good while. He posted regularly, always going out in public, asking girls to touch his abs and stuff, taking off his shirt, etc. You'd think his audience would grow tired of these videos, the same video over and over and over and over again. Over time, he even stopped posting his fitness videos.
We're at the YMCA, about to hit some abs.
And those were needed to break up the monotony of the just, hey, check out this. Same thing every single time. Same exact premise every video.
I want you to touch your favorite body part. It might be a little awkward with your boyfriend here, but what you get to do on this, all right, touch your favorite body part.
Every time Connor Murphy's views dropped off significantly, a fall off, the likes of which we've seen a lot of times before. I was gonna make it sound awesome and epic and dramatic, but really it's common. It's what happens to YouTubers. It's a candle. He would have a random video pop off here and there, but compared to the big 60 million, 20 million view days, it's over. And the status quo would maintain for a while until one day in 2020, Connor Murphy announced on his Instagram that he would be completing a 40-day fast, which would be live streamed. And he said he would only drink water and meditate. That's pretty much what I did from 2016 to 2018 as well, but it didn't work. I got really anxious a lot. By the way, it's really important to note that this 40-day Jesus fast is out of the blue. This guy would post normal posts on his Instagram, showing his gains, sometimes promoting his videos. So this shit was out of the blue and surprised a lot of his fans. I wasn't a fan, but I saw it when it happened. I was like, he did what? He did what now? A 40-day fast like Jesus? That's kind of weird. This guy's taking Lent to the next level, all right? Connor loved the way his physique looked after the 40-day fast. And yes, he did in fact live stream all of it. There's a 40-day stream archive to prove it.
So guys, I can honestly say that I'm pretty happy where my physique is at, considering that I fasted an entire 40 days. In my opinion, I was able to maintain more muscle than I expected.
But what exactly made him want to do this? Was he recently baptized by a man in the wilderness named John and then tempted for 40 days in the desert? 40 days, 40 nights? Probably not. Doesn't seem like it. Why was he so spiritual all of a sudden? Why is he so interested in the alternative? Well, guys, as it turns out, sometime during 2020, Connor Murphy tried surprising. Very surprising. I did not see that coming. This is why Connor Murphy fasted for 40 days, and this is why when you look at his second channel called Connor Murphy Talks, you will see a dramatic change in content around the time that he took ayahuasca. So his mind was open, all right? He Terrence McKenna. He Paul Stamets, but instead of fixing his speech impediment with mushrooms at the top of a redwood, he took ayahuasca in a dingy apartment in Austin, Texas. Changed his content from this to this.
So it's this love, this intimacy combined with this awareness and meditation that can lead to union. The realization that you are the universe, that you are not separate from everything else.
Very profound. Connor didn't upload too much at this time. He uploaded pretty regular stuff when he was actually posting. It was stuff more geared towards his regular content at least. However, there was a very clear switch in content after the drugs were taken, after the 40-day fast and all that stuff. You can see a clear interest in alternative ideologies, and I believe the change is from the drug use. That's what he stated before. Connor then went on to post some crazy videos on his second channel, such as, I stared at the sun for 30 minutes straight every day for 60 days. Sun gazing, in parentheses.
The practice that I've been doing is actually this practice called sun gazing, which has been around for a very, very long time. You can actually see artwork of ancient civilizations staring at the sun.
Don't do that. Don't sun gaze. Don't look at the sun, okay? Don't stare directly at the sun. I've seen like 4 people on TikTok who are like, I look at the sun every day. and I'm worried they need brain scans. Okay, seriously. All right, guys, if you're feeling unwell and you think that looking at the sun is going to give you superpowers, then go get brain scans. There's a lot of tests that can be done to help you, really. I mean, honestly. Or try nicotine. Or what about the classic? I had a seizure from shamanic breathing and caught it on camera.
But yeah, look at that, those 2 jolts. I mean, that's not me tensing up, okay? That is like this electrical current coursing through my body, okay? And yeah, I mean, that's essentially what seizures are.
Wow, guys, that's great. A seizure from shamanic breathing.
I just continued like it was normal, right?
Hey man, that's pretty cool. How about don't breathe like that if it causes you to have a seizure, all right? That seems like maybe a bad idea. Without even going that deep, it's easy to see that this man, something came loose, Ted K style, after this hallucinogenic, this transcendental experience. Screw came loose. The unhinged actions from Connor are obvious after the ayahuasca. It's an easy thing to pin it on. And thankfully, things got better from here. Just kidding, I'm making a video 4 years later, things would continuously go downhill. It's wild. Connor continued uploading his regular content on his main channel, and if people didn't know about his second channel or his Instagram, people would think that he's relatively fine beyond, you know, what a professional would diagnose after watching this epic video. As time goes by, Connor begins to upload videos that would expose his true self to his main audience, and it was not received very well at all. On January 21st, 2021, Connor uploaded a video on his main channel talking about his 40-day fast.
So it's been around 6 months since my 40-day fast. That's right, I did not eat for 40 days.
And in the video, he has a magnet attached to his head, and he talks about his spirituality and the benefits of the fast. Most of the people in the comments are severely worried for his health and his mental well-being because of their, I mean, this is, this is weird. It's a weird video. It's a really weird video. Also, people during his 40-day fast would call mental health services on him and try to get him 5150'd and you know, because he's a danger to himself. And people are like, hey, I think this guy's going wild live on stream, 40 days, 40 nights, streaming, no eating, just water, no vitamins. That can't be healthy. How did he live? I have no idea, but he did. He's alive. So that's good.
And I get this call from a restricted number, a no caller ID number. And so I thought I would answer it for the live stream. And guess who it was? Mental Health Services. They were very worried about me. They were wondering if I needed psychiatric help.
So this video, on top of the spiritual yoga videos that he was uploading, seemed like people started to get the idea, kind of what was going on in his head. It's not the Connor that they're used to. This isn't the Chad Swole, Chumley from Pawn Stars Connor on the street, broken clock, being right twice a day, hard ab, cool joke shirt bit Connor. Jumping on top of a Chipotle. Nuh-uh. This is a different guy. This is a spiritual guy. This is an MK Ultra guy, all right? Also, his views started going down a lot because his viewers were no longer interested in his weird spiritual magnet head content. Even Connor's friends at the time became concerned and made videos checking in on him, and the results of which showed something a bit disturbing. A man speaking gibberish who lives in filth. This isn't good.
Like that. Oh.
Harry Potter puppet pals, Harry Potter puppet pals.
I'll shower you with love, my divine protein shake of love.
Living in filth especially is like a massive red flag and kind of sad. So here we have a bit of a moment where a man is losing the ability to take care of himself and spiraling down a dark path that's for some reason being posted on YouTube. Okay, that's not good. That's really bad, actually. To further confirm this, one of his friends and former workout partners told Sunny V2 in a Sunny V2 video that he was taking ayahuasca every 2 hours.
His former friend and fellow YouTuber Patrick Lyons, who had originally updated everyone on Connor's ayahuasca use, then went on to explain that Connor's dosage had increased substantially.
He took that ayahuasca the first time a year ago, and I don't know where along the lines these things happened, but he has increased his frequency of consumption to every 2 hours.
Which is a lot of ayahuasca. It's not even supposed to be an addictive thing. I don't understand that. That's wild. DMT, man. DMT. Usually people take it once on like a retreat surrounded by shamans and experts and stuff. Now this guy was like, ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. except it's ayahuasca. So yeah, that's how you're supposed to do ayahuasca, right? Not the ooh piece of candy style, but you got the online prankster method of ayahuasca maxing. Sonny V2's video claims he went clinically insane. I'm not exactly sure if that's true. I would consider him to be an insane person, genuinely. And I haven't seen what he's been up to for a long time. And by God, I saw it recently and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, this is not good. There's so much more to this story, especially what's been happening recently. It's important to note that all the stuff we've shown up until this point is 3 or 4 years old. We haven't talked about that massive missing gap after the ayahuasca where he's been just in a state of perpetual wildness, craziness. I gotta tell you, things get crazier than you could ever have imagined. Imagine the craziest shit you possibly can think about what this guy could possibly do. And then you imagine it and you write it in a comment and you watch the rest of this video. And then at the end, you tell me how wrong you were. You're gonna be so wrong, okay? But only if you don't know what's happened so far. So you gotta come in it raw. I mean, you gotta come into this uneducated. So Connor's been making some interesting content, some interesting videos, some educational stuff. And on the face of it, seems like he might be sane, okay? And intelligent, a genuinely intelligent man with ready access to a thesaurus at a moment's notice. This guy's definitely a thesauromaniac because he loves thesauruses. But my friend, do not be deceived, man. This man is wild, a totally different breed of human being. Not only is he still jacked and can read a thesaurus, but he's got some secrets he'd like to share with us about how he stays ripped. What do you think his secret is? His secret is
Nikolai is going to give me his divine protein shake.
Yes.
In a video titled Connor Murphy's First Time with a Guy, he tells us the benefits of a certain substance.
It contains oxytocin, which is the love hormone. It also has testosterone, which is pretty much the anabolic hormone that you need to build muscle. So.
It has nerve growth factor.
Everything that is insanely good for getting Shredsville, for going down the street to Shredsville. You won't find it at a pharmacy or a market. You'll find it in your bro's elixir, all right? His elixir of life, his divine protein shake. Finally, he comes clean and says that he's going to give him his divine protein shake. But Connor makes it clear that he's not just doing this for pleasure. He's doing it for the benefits, the deep-rooted benefits in consuming seed.
It does have protein in it, by the way, not a significant amount, but it does have a lot of amino acids, actually, which is cool.
By the way, he's not even attracted to guys. Connor's not attracted to men, and neither is Nicole. They're both heterosexual males who are just doing this for the health benefits, not the pleasure. The pleasure's there, but just the health benefits.
Just to give you some context, that I'm actually doing this for the benefits and not just for my, own pleasure, right?
So yeah, Nicole fills the chalice full of his elixir of life and it's crazy. Connor, of course, he leaves the room. They're not gay. Check out this cum chalice. I mean, this chalice of the Holy Grail or whatever.
I have this beautiful chalice of the gods here.
Now, people can do what people want to do. I'm not here to judge people's sexuality or what they do behind closed doors in their bedrooms. I'm not the government, okay? But to me, this sounds like a very convoluted way to just be gay. It sounds like, I don't know, there's nothing wrong with it. It just seems like a overcomplicated way to do something that a lot of people are just doing and just having fun. In another video where they rub the divine protein shake all over their face, he talks about how he did a semen retention for 70 days, like a No Nut November type thing. And he said he had a boom moment where instead of, I'll think about, instead of doing this, why don't I just whack it and then just ingest it like an Ouroboros, so it never leaves. It's in me. It's like the cycle of life, right? It's just a really convenient way to not have to be abstinent.
And I'm like, oh, what if I try ingesting it? And then I'm like, oh, and then it worked and perfect.
You're not losing it from your body then.
Yeah.
This video is weird. Do you know if you don't eat semen, you're like a child who won't eat their vegetables?
Like, to me, they're portraying themselves as these little kids who won't eat their vegetables.
I don't want to eat that, okay? I don't want to eat that. I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to eat boogers, dude. If someone doesn't want to eat it, they shouldn't have to eat it. What the fuck? It's not like a vegetable, all right? It's a bodily secretion. Yucky! So ingesting seed on top of ayahuasca is what Connor's been up to over the last couple of years. And I guess he still does it. And he explains it frequently in his videos. I mean, check out this Instagram clip of him doing some bizarre mating ritual. and then writing a novel in the description. It's just really funny that this guy started out with this.
We're at the YMCA, about to hit some abs. I usually hit abs 2 or 3 times a week, just like everything else.
Did ayahuasca, fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, and now he's eating seed. That is crazy. That is a crazy turn of events. That is unexpected as and legendary. I told you. And guess what? It gets even worse. The seed part gets even funnier though, because Derek, with more plates, more dates, made a video in regard to the Connor Murphy seed claims.
So apparently the video is him basically eating this guy's
one of the claims being that semen can bring you benefits that you can't get in stores, like oxytocin, nerve growth factor stuff. And apparently you can get oxytocin in a nasal spray, which is wild and really cool. I might buy some of that. Start using it in my butt. Just kidding. That's something Connor Murphy would do.
Okay, so let's get into it. So just because something has something in it, it doesn't mean it's orally bioavailable. There's a reason why oxytocin, for example, is it something when you are prescribed it, you can just take it orally and it works? No, there's a reason why I have nasal oxytocin spray prescribed.
Then he talks about the testosterone part and states how you can absorb it by just eating it, but that's not true. You don't gain anything from ingesting it.
You can't just take it orally and it's gonna do the shit you want out of it. Same with testosterone. If you take a bottle of test and you swallow it, what is gonna happen? Nothing.
Maybe technically it is full of good chemicals and nutrients, but you can't metabolize those into those exact same things. So that's not really how the stomach and stuff works, unfortunately. So yeah, you can eat it if you want, but it's not really gonna do anything. You'd be better off just believing you're eating it and believing that it's doing something, because the placebo effect will actually have a equally as profound effect on you. So, but you can eat it though if you want. Totally optional. Doesn't do anything.
Unfortunately, the hormonal benefits that you would be looking to get out of this, like surely you're not using this just for the macros and micros, you would be wanting to get the hormonal components, but they're not significant enough to yield any sort of advantage whatsoever. And in addition to that, most of the shit in it is not bioavailable whatsoever, so you're literally doing absolutely nothing, unfortunately, except placebo.
So yeah, once again, it gets way deeper. So Connor Murphy, intelligent young man, but he's no doctor. Or is he? Apparently. And also, according to him, he got an honorary doctorate in spirituality from the Los Angeles Developmental Church and Institute just for a donation he gave to them. How the f does that work? Can I get one of those? I want to become a doctor by giving people money. Can I become a doctor? This allows him to call himself doctor. He's like Dr. Phil in a way. Why the f did he do this? Well, to undermine real doctors, apparently, which is awesome. He says that there is an authority bias in our world and that having a doctor tag allows doctors to control opinions or whatever. That's crazy. That's like the whole point of going to school and learning things and becoming an expert, is so you can have an authoritative opinion on something. At least that's what I thought. You know, just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean you're correct. That's like what science is. That's like what science is there to disprove and prove and perpetuate and stuff. Yeah. He makes an awesome point to this, saying that it's pretty much how doctors lied about cigarettes being healthy. That's why you shouldn't really trust him. Awesome point. The spirituality aspect of his doctorates, though, is not just a ruse. He does practice some of the spirituality stuff, if you couldn't tell by his outfits and stuff. He's a wild guy. He does some kind of yoga thing, some kind of yoga practice. He used a filter to make it look like you're on mushrooms, because he says the breathing technique allows you to have minor psychedelic trips, which I don't know. He uses the technique frequently. I don't know if it's just a breathing exercise anymore. It's weird, dude. Shamanic breathing. Hey man, don't get any more seizures, all right? I don't know what the is going on here, quite frankly. This just looks uncomfortable. He's got a woman facing away from him and sitting in his lap while they both look at each other and breathe deeply. How could you ever do this and keep a straight face? I don't get it. I can barely even make eye contact with people. Connor is obsessed with this breathing exercise. It dominates his page at some points on Instagram, and it's also in public. There's people staring, recording him, and he just does this out in public. Guy's got balls of steel still. How does he get all these women? How does he convince all these women to join him in these things, especially with his propeller hat, dude? It's like he's some kind of child. Where does he find these women to wrap in his cape? I don't know what's going on. How does this even work? This guy is so confident. It really is just confidence gets you ahead in life. He could be a cult leader. fairly easily, it seems. Yeah, so I guess there might be benefits or something. I just want to know what the point is. This and the Divine Protein Shake are awesome. The funniest breathing technique videos, there is one where a woman sits literally on his ween while he's laying down and he breathes and moves her slightly up and down. It's so funny to watch. I don't like, there's no way he believes this is doing something for him other than just giving him a boner. I mean, I think that's what it is probably. I don't know what's going on. It's so weird. I love it. I love this shit. Once again, the caption is a book. He loves writing novels and the captions and the description for all this content. He states the benefits and they include increasing your mental state. Bro, just get hard. But I concede, he's the doctor. I'm not, all right? I don't have a doctorate from spirituality from the Los Angeles Institute of whatever it was called. What was it called? I forget. So if at this point you're not convinced that this man might be at least a little bit insane, here's a little more proof for you. On May 1st this year, Connor lost his mind and started to hit his Thai girlfriend with a golf club, and he was arrested. He's kind of actually lost his mind. Not only that, but he also started smashing shit around the home and once again lost his mind. He needs help. He needs help, but he's in Thailand, and he also got stabbed by his girlfriend as well. What the guy was stabbed? But wait, back to the house he destroyed. Look at the damage, shit thrown everywhere. So why did this happen? Why did this guy jump off the deep end all of a sudden? So it wasn't a 3-year downward spiral? Well, luckily he made a video explaining himself.
Okay, guys. So I'm in serious danger, and I need your help.
Connor says that he was dealing with a little thing called psychosis as a result of using Alzheimer's medication recreationally or something.
I was high on memantine, an Alzheimer's medication that's an integral component of the Natty Plus Protocol nootropic stack, and ironically, it distorted my memory of the events.
He says that this drug caused him to see hallucinations, and the hallucinations put him into a schizo state.
It appears that hallucination induced some sort of perpetual schizophrenic state.
Saying that with his face red and his eyes gigantic. He looks crazy. Like actually, like I'm scared. I look at this man and I'm like, oh wait, yeah, this is not good. He also has a girlfriend and he's just in Thailand for some reason. He's just in Thailand. Hopefully he doesn't get murdered or murder someone out there. Seems like he's making jokes or something too. He says that we, the content creators, can bring him back to reality and we shouldn't delay because without intervening, he'll have another psychotic episode. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to help or what the is going on here.
You can convince your favorite YouTubers to make videos reinforcing the true Connor Murphy narrative.
And he's obviously joking, though, at the same time, but it doesn't seem like it's a joke, according to the headlines. Also, according to his girlfriend, she suffered bruises and cuts from his crazy hallucinations, and he hit her with a golf club, which he was arrested for. Luckily, though, she managed to escape with her 16-year-old sister, but was still hit in the crossfire. This is insane, and this shows the massive decline of this man's mental health and that he just needs to help. He needs help. The internet is just not a good place for some people. It's really bad. It's rotten. It rots the brain of a normal man, a man predisposed to psychosis and just, you know, being unwell, shouldn't really be able to do this kind of stuff. Now he's in Thailand, so there's nothing anybody can do to help him. But it's okay, guys, though, because he makes joking videos and he's self-aware, so he's fine. He's totally fine out there. Connor's always had some crazy tendencies, but generally not just attacking people with golf clubs. He also cured his own gonorrhea, apparently as well, by squirting apple cider vinegar in his wee-wee. What?
How I cured my STD at home. No doctor's assistance, other than Dr. Connor Murphy, of course.
So at this point, I have no idea what the is going on, and I don't know what's worse. His girlfriend stabbing him, or him staying with her, or him hitting her with a golf club and being arrested, and her staying with him. This is not good. I really don't know what's true. It's hard to see. We know he was arrested by the headline, and he does have a nasty ass wound on his rib. So I'm not sure what's real or exactly. It seems like his girlfriend stabbed him and destroyed his stuff but he blamed, I don't know. There's a conspiracy here, I believe. I'm not going to speculate too much. So yeah, that's Connor Murphy. Pretty interesting stuff.